AITA for not letting the previous owner of my house come back in to see it again after she had moved out. I-25F have been living at this house with my parents since 2020. This house was built and owned by one family before us. The OG owners were a carpenter, his wife, and their daughter. The owner and his friends moved out to the country and built houses all next door to each other in 1976, so them and their families were all super close. The owner's wife passed away in 2014, and the daughter moved out in 2015. The guy kept living here by himself until he passed away in 2020. After his passing, his daughter traveled back to the state and sold the house to us before leaving again. When we moved in, we found a few boxes of old family pictures, expensive carpentry tools, and we found super expensive cooking supplies. We contacted the daughter of the owner so that we could return the items to her, but she didn't answer. Over the years, we continued to try and contact her through text messages, phone calls, emails, and we even tried to have the neighbor contact her. In 2022, she finally answered and screamed at my mom for continuously trying to talk to her. My mom explained everything to her, but the girl said that she didn't want any of her parents' things. Then she called my mom a few explicit words and hung up. After that situation, we stopped trying to contact her, and we sold the carpentry tools, sold some of the cooking supplies, and we gave the family pictures to the neighbor that we knew was friends with the previous owner. We thought that was the end. However, last week I was in the backyard, and my neighbor called me over to his fence. He had a younger woman with him who introduced herself as the girl who used to live in the house that I live in now. She thanked me for giving the family pictures to the neighbor, and then she asked me about the carpentry and cooking supplies. When I told her that we sold them, she lost her mind. She was angry that we would get rid of something that was so meaningful to her parents. When I explained that we had tried to give them back to her, she called me a liar and a bitch. Then she asked to see the inside of the house for old time's sake, but I didn't like how she treated me, and I didn't like what she said to my mom in 2022, so I told her no. This made her get even angrier, and it made the neighbor angry as well. They both yelled at me while I hurried inside and locked the doors. About 10 minutes later, the girl was banging on the front door saying that she wanted to come inside. My parents told her through the door that she couldn't come in. This made the neighbor pissed, so he joined her and nearly left a dent in the door. We asked them to leave for over an hour before they finally left. Now it's been a week and all of the neighbors know about what happened. They keep giving us dirty looks and doing that classic old person thing of grunting whenever we try to talk to them. They all adore that girl because she grew up hanging out with them and their kids, so now we are the most hated people in our neighborhood. AITA.